Hey unicorns! I'm back with a new video. I decided to start with Hey Unicorns because I like unicorns, so maybe you could call you guys unicorns too. Okay, I'm just rambling on. So today I'm gonna do a book review. Okay, no more than one books because before my O-levels I actually stocked up on lots of books, and I'm pretty excited to share with you guys, the books that I've read, because sometimes on my Askfm I get people asking me like, hey, can you introduce this genre, that genre, and I'm like, why not I just show you guys the kind of books that I read, so maybe you guys will read it too. Oh yeah, and just an update, it's been a week since I got my industrial done, and it's healing pretty well. It doesn't hurt when I move the stud around and stuff. So yeah, I should be going back next week to get it checked by the primitive people, because they said I had to return like 2 weeks later. I think because they want to check whether it's going well and stuff. So without further ado, let's go on with our book reviews. So the very first book I have is Kathy Glass, Saving Danny. Personally, I really like Kathy Glass as an author because yeah, she has a really unique way of writing. And Kathy Glass, she's actually a foster carer who has fostered for many children, and the books that she has written, right, is it's like her experiences of how she coped with the kids that she has fostered. And I find it she's one of the few reasons that inspired me to actually want to be a foster carer in the future. But the future is still far away, so maybe I will end up being a foster carer, we never know. But yeah, I really like it. And this book is about how this little boy called Danny, because his parents didn't understand him, and he has mild autism, but then his dad just refuses to admit that there's something wrong with his son. So that's why the mom couldn't cope. That's why he has to be put into fostering, like the foster career services. So it's really worth the read I feel, because it's just really worth the read. And for Kathy Glass, right, I have almost all her books except I don't know, 3 or 4, because it didn't interest me. So yeah, it's a must-read book. Second, yes, this is my favorite, Augie and Me. This is like a continuation of you get what I mean. I have to give up. it's a continued version of this book, Wonder. Basically, Wonder is about this boy named Augie Pullman. He has cranial deformity, so that means I don't really know what is it, but I know it's something. It's like a whole bunch of chromosomes that they genes, they all morph together until he just doesn't look like a normal human being. And this book Wonder, right, is talking about how he went through high school, because it was his first time going to high school, so he had no idea how the people there so it just showed how he went through high school. And it is written in a few people's views, so of the few people's views were there because Augie was there. Whereas in this book, Augie and Me, Augie has no impact on these 3 people's life whatsoever. It's just 3 different characters. So you must really read the first book before you understand the second book. And I really like this, and I was smiling throughout when I was reading this book. So it's really worth the read, I feel. And it's quite alright. Yeah, definitely must read. I really like this book. Okay, where are my Singaporean kids? You guys know this one, right? The Diary of Amos Lee. I personally really like this series. This is actually the travel diary of Amos Lee, because I've been reading the Diary of Amos Lee since when it first came out. Actually, that was when I was about P4. I still have the author signature because she came down to our school and signed our books. So I still have that bookmark with her signature there. It was yeah, I really like her series. And But personally, I didn't really like this one because she tries to, I don't know, I feel like there's too much content, like it's not really like a leisure reading kind of thing. I felt that I mean, I understand lah, you know, she's trying to make it educational for kids like us, or younger kids too, because I mean, I'm considered a teenager, I guess. Yeah, so I didn't really like it, but you know, it's a kind of a why not kind of book, you know. It's like, oh, why not, let's get that, you know, if you're bored and stuff. It's a kind of that kind of situation. So if you want to get it, get it. If you don't want to get it, then don't get it. I got this at Kino for about $14, and I personally feel that it's not really worth it lah. But the story was, there were some parts that were like really meaningful, so I guess depends on what you're looking for lah, actually. So my next book is another one, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Oh my god, I swear I'm such a kid. Yeah, this one was meh, it wasn't that nice. Not really much to talk about because I mean just look, it's just full of doodles and words. So it's a meh kind of book, you know, like if you want it, if you don't want it, it's really up to you. If you're willing to spend $15, yeah, on a book that's not educational, no nothing. Yeah, it's really up to you lah. Oh, next, oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure most of you know this, Daddy's Little Secret by Tina Davis. So basically it's about how this girl named Tina, she was being impregnated by her dad more than 4 times, and then she had kids, like, so basically it's incest, and she didn't stand up for herself until one day she finally got the courage to, which is after one of her child died, then she had the guts to do it. Personally, I really like this kind of books. Like, not that I'm a sicko for, you know, sexual abuse stories kind of things, but I don't know, the very first sexual abuse story that I've ever read was actually from Kathy Glass. I forgot what's the title of the book, but yeah, it really shocked me, like, why would people want to do that to a child, you know? Like, it opened my eyes and like made me realize how evil people can be. Like, I didn't expect it, and I was shocked. Like, she's you know, when she was first pregnant, like in this book, she was 14, like 14. I have nothing to say. And it was because of these kind of books, right, that really, like, there was a period of time where I really wanted to be an advocate for sexual abuse victims, because they have been robbed of their innocence, and I feel so like, the people who did it, like, why? Like, is there something wrong with your head? I don't get it. But as I thought about it, I'm like, you know, it may not be appropriate for me to be an advocate for sexual abuse victims, because I mean, I've never been sexually abused, and like, it's a touchy topic, and yeah, I just don't think I'm fit to be. But these stories really inspire me to, like, to be a better person, you know, like, and it really allows me to see the world in a different view, because people can be just so evil that they want to hurt a child. Like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, it's really worth the read. I nearly teared. I rarely cry for books. Like the book that I cried for was My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult. I have no idea how to pronounce her last name. And the book Harvesting the Heart, also by Jodi Picoult. I mean, I really like Jodi's way of writing, because she's really able to write down the emotions the character feels, and I feel that it's really cool and stuff. So I really, if you really want to read books that will make you cry, you should read Jodi Picoult, because yeah, she's really good. She's really good in writing. And as for this book, you know, if you're interested in this kind of stories, then sure, why not go and get it. I got this for like $5 because I got it off Carousel, so it's a second-hand book, and it's kind of still in good condition. Yeah. It's a really nice book. It will really make you cry, and you know, my heart just goes out to those people who has been sexually abused. Like, you know, like, I know I cannot say that you're not alone, but I mean technically they are not alone, and there are people who will help you, and it's never your fault, you see. I mean, when you're a kid and you get abused, it's not like you knew anything. So like, if you know, it's really not your fault. Like, I don't even know why I'm being so sentimental. Okay, 4 more books. Okay, so as you guys know, I am obsessed with the 50 Shades trilogy. Now don't get me wrong, yes, I admit there's a lot of sex inside. Too much to my liking. Like the first book, I personally don't like the first book, this one, 50 Shades of Grey. I personally don't like it because it's just not my thing. And like the love story between Christian and Anastasia only occurred in the second book. Now, those people who only read the first book would think that, oh, this book is promoting rape culture. This book is promoting no feminism. Actually, yeah, but the thing is that you can't, like, there's a reason why there's a trilogy. So I really advise people who think that this is because of this book promotes rape culture. I really advise them to read the other two, because it's actually, like, to me, right, this series, like this trilogy, has taught me that unconditional love is really hard to find. Like a bit like Twilight, you know, unconditional love. Like, I mean, that's why they are books, they're not real life. So yeah, and it's I feel that, you know, it's really worth the read and I really understand why they say it's for like mature readers, because there is really a lot of kinky stuff that's going on in there. So you must really be like mature enough to be able to read through it without, I don't know, getting horny and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, I just read it, and I think I read it like 5-6 times already. But I never reread the first book. Okay, I probably reread like 2-3 times, and I got sick of it. I only reread the last two. I only reread 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades of Grey because the love story is really amazing, and I really like it. And my last book is Grey, which is basically Christian's Grey version of the first book. I won't say I exceptionally like it. I feel that it's a meh kind of storybook. You know, if you want it, you get it. If you don't want it, then that's fine. Because basically when I read this book, right, it's just a recap of 50 Shades of Grey. But just that this is you understand more of why Christian feels that way towards Anastasia. Yeah, I won't say it's a must get book, but it will help you understand the story more. Like, yeah, I got this for about, I don't remember how much I got this for, but give me a second. Sorry, my phone died of battery. Yeah, because actually most of the stuff that I'm videoing is using my phone, so I'm so sorry if the quality isn't that good. But yeah, anyway, back to my review on this book. Yeah, it's if you want to get it, then get it. It's a meh kind of storybook. I won't say that it's magnificent, because most of it is just Christian Grey telling himself to control himself, because he has, you know, because of his screwed up childhood, he has the urge to want to control everything, so that everything is in control. So yeah, basically that's all I have for you guys. Actually I have like a part 2. Like, let me show you guys. Like, I have another stack unread. There's like there's actually one up on my bed that's not done. I have the Twilight Special 10th Anniversary Edition, The Fifth Wave, Me and Earl, a Dying Girl, Katie Piper, Beautiful Ever After, Library of Souls, Ugly, and The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. So there's most probably going to be a part 2 of this book review thing. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you guys have any special requests you guys want for the next video, you guys can drop me an Askfm question and I'll answer it. If I think it's a good idea, then maybe I'll use it. I'll probably credit you, but that's if you don't stay anonymous. Yeah, and I'll leave all my social media details down below. And yeah, and till next time, bye.